Before we begin the analysis, let's watch the swing in super slow motion. That wasn't all that slow. So let's slow it down and try it again. Ready? Let's watch the swing and see what we're seeing. I like the setup. The setup looks pretty solid. It's over the ball a long time. But this is really slow, by the way. Hasn't even been a second yet, so yeah, it has. 3 seconds. A lot of people don't realize how much time they spend over the ball, kind of running through an internal checklist. All right, here goes the takeaway. Nice wide takeaway. Club should start hinging about here. Not bad. I'd like to see a little bit more hinging. Hands should be a little higher, and there shouldn't be the casting. Casting is when you're throwing the head of the club instead of pulling the handle. So let's go back here to the setup position. We'll talk about that right away. At setup, we'd like to see a little bit more spine tilt away from the target so that the shoulder was on that blue line too. That would help a little bit in the takeaway. Then on the takeaway, what we'd like to see is the hinge start happening here, and then we want the hinge to increase, not decrease. So when our hands are here, the hinge should allow the club head to still be back there. So we're creating what's called conservation of angular momentum. That's where the power comes from. The other thing we notice is that she's moved way away from the blue line. We need her spine to stay on the blue line so that she can turn in place. She's actually swayed back a little bit out over the back leg. That's happening because the front heel is off the ground and we've lost the width between the knees that we need to set up. If I went back to the setup position, picture she had like a, maybe a volleyball. She's holding it right there. We want to hold that instead of squishing it together. See how that is? Then on the downswing, we're going to go ahead and drop it. There, she was almost able to do that pretty good. But in order to do that, her head dropped several inches. If you look at the canopy behind her, you can see how much drop there is. Also, you can see at this point now she's lost she's lost all the lag. The lag here should still be, let's undo that and go back to a line. Should be still up there. The lag is what creates the power. She's moving her head past the blue line. Remember, it was on the other side of the blue line at startup. Now it's moved past it. Her elbows are going to break apart. She's going to lose her triangle. What's happening here is that the right hip, at this point now, she'll start moving to the blue line, but it doesn't till way late. And she ends up past the blue line with her upper body instead of on the blue line. Some work to be done.